All right, so for this lesson, we're gonna solve a system of equations by either adding or subtracting them. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start. If you would like to follow along and do this with me, grab some paper and a pencil, and we're going to first do this system of equations. X plus 4y equals 8, and 3x minus 4y equals 8. So this is a system of equations. We're going to figure them out by adding or subtracting. Now, in order to decide which one we want to do, we want to see which ones are kind of alike, where we can make them as opposites. So we're going to notice that the terms 4y up here and then negative 4y, they're opposite. So meaning that the two equations can be added together without changing the signs. So that means that we can, add these together to eliminate them without having to change the signs. So if I wanted to do this, I could say x plus 4y equals 8 plus 3x minus 4y equals 8. Just going to add them. I have x plus 3x gives me 4x. This cancels out, it eliminates, 0 equals 8 plus 8 is 16. Now to figure out what is the value of x, I would divide 4 on both sides. That's 1. X equals 4. So if we think that x equals 4, then that should be able to plug that in and see what does y equal. So we could go x plus 4y equals 8. X equals 4, plug it in. We would need to subtract 4 from both sides to eliminate them. We'd have 4y equals 4. Divide 4 on both sides, so y stands alone, and y would give you 1. So the solution for this set would be 4, 1. You can graph the equations to figure out, check your solution, make sure they intersect, or you can always plug them back in. You could go back in and say x plus 4y equals 8. You could say 4 plus 4 times 1 equals 8. You could say 4 times 3, that's 12, minus 4 times 1 gives you 8. So those would both work. Now, what to figure out if you would eliminate by subtracting, that's a different problem. So let's say, for instance, let's look at this set, because this, I'm pretty sure, ends up in subtraction. Okay, now, so you'll notice that the terms 2x are common to both equations, but to eliminate them, it's necessary to subtract one equation from the other. So that way, this means that the signs of one equation will change. So here, we're just going to take the top equation, leave it the same. So then to subtract them, you would say minus 2x minus 3y, because they're changing, and equals negative 9, but it would be a positive 9 my parentheses are mixed up, but hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So would these cancel each other out because we did subtract. So then for this one, I would say negative 5y minus 3y. That gives you negative 8y. And then 15 plus the 9, because remember we changed its sign, gives you 24. So I'd subtract or divide negative 8. I would get y equals negative 3. So I could plug that in to my equation. I could say 2x minus 5 times negative 3 equals 15. So 2x. When I multiply negative 5 by negative 3, I get positive 15 equals 15. Subtract 15 from both sides. We get 0. I have 2x equals 0. So this system of equations, the solution is 0, negative 3. Like I said, you can check it by looking back in, plugging them in. You could say 2 times x, well that's 0, and then negative 2 times x. If x is 0, then that is 0. Negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. So it does check out here. Checks out here, I believe. 2 times 0 is, or 2 times 0, because you plug that in for x is 0, plus 3 times negative 3. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. So it is a solution.